Natural philosophy. I'm a natural philosopher now. As soon as you say that, a lot of things come into play about the word natural. It's a whole web of ideas, right? For example, people will say that I'm implying their philosophy is not natural. But I'm not implying that. For example, let's say that you study math, and you say, I'm not a natural philosopher, I don't study nature, I study math. I study things that are a priori logically bound to be true in their essence, and you're calling that unnatural. And I'm of the position that no, I'm not calling that unnatural. If you want to say that it's unnatural, then that's you saying that it's unnatural. The position of natural philosophy is that everything is natural. You are studying mathematics. Mathematics is a part of nature. Right? Nature here means everything, the whole world, the material universe. It doesn't just mean a forest and a meadow, but those are also parts of nature. So I believe that mathematics, as well as a natural philosophy, can be interpreted as such, and that is how I interpret it. For all I know, it might be best practiced by those that believe that it is disconnected from nature. But that's them that chooses to make their approximation in some particular level that gives them something isolated from the rest of nature so they can just think about just it. And if they do a good job, it'll be someplace where the connections are tenuous. Okay. Where the connections really are weak, so there is a true separation. But that's by no means, always the case. So everything is natural. And the point of natural philosophy is to find out how it fits into nature. And this is analogous to skeptical epistemology, the idea that everything exists and we're just asking how does it exist? What's it behave like? In other words, what is its nature? Okay. So I don't see why anybody would not call themselves a natural philosopher. You might specialize in a part of nature, but why would you not be a natural philosopher? I don't know, and yet many do, and they say there are things beyond nature. And I don't believe there is anything beyond nature. All of the ideas that we have of an imaginary creature, they all come from nature. We might take the parts from nature and put together an imaginary whole. We call that imaginary, useful concept to talk about living things. Creating images and using models. Just because we could create a model that it doesn't have a direct material component doesn't mean it doesn't have a distributed material component. And I think every idea you ever had of has distributed material components.